Hey, beautiful friend, it's Marnie, and welcome back to Life is Delicious. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever had a dream or an idea or even just a whisper of inspiration, but you held back because you didn't feel like you were ready yet? Maybe you didn't have the right equipment, or your website wasn't perfect, or your confidence needed some work. So you waited, and you waited, and you waited. That, my friend, is the trap of perfectionism. And that's what we're going to talk about today, and how to kick it to the curb for good. So stick around, because you're not going to want to miss this. Welcome to this episode of Life is Delicious. I'm Marnie Martin, and I'm so glad you're here. And if this is your first time here, welcome to the Life is Delicious family. This podcast isn't about surviving midlife. It's about crafting your next chapter life, overflowing with purpose, joy, and delicious possibilities. Listen, midlife doesn't have to be a crisis. It can be a beautiful invitation to remember who we are, to rediscover a new version of ourselves, or to completely reinvent our life to reflect who we are becoming now. So if you're tired of being exhausted, living life on autopilot, and putting everyone else first, then you are in the right place. Each week, we'll bring you thought-provoking ideas and practical strategies, as well as inspiration to help you prioritize yourself again. It's time to take back your joie de vivre. So grab a notebook and pen and pop in those earbuds, and let's go get it. I don't know about you, but for me and a lot of my friends, I notice that we are all just a little more sober curious than we used to be. And if you haven't met me, I am a true wine lover. And I still love to drink wine. But as we get older, our bodies just don't metabolize alcohol as effectively as they used to. And for me, I'm really trying to be a bit more mindful of what I'm putting in my body. So I recently discovered Kensho cocktails. They are delicious, premium, non-alcoholic, and ready-to-drink cocktails that are crafted by the RSRV Collective. And I love that the meaning of Kensho is self-discovery in Japanese. And it really reflects the brand's dedication to crafting cocktails with the nuance of traditional mixology while remaining gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, low in calories, and free of alcohol. Kensho cocktails were recognized by BevNet as one of the best 2023 non-alcoholic beverages. They're crafted with premium botanicals, natural citrus, and spices, and each cocktail offers a distinct and sophisticated experience. Botanica is inspired by gin and tonic, Orana mimics the best of an old-fashioned, and Amari channels an Italian aperitif. These ready-to-drink beverages can be found at www.rsrvcollective.com, and my listeners get an exclusive 30% discount. Be sure to use my special link, Delicious2025, to get 30% off your purchase. Kensho cocktails are a fun way to enjoy responsibly with sophistication and great taste. That's www.rsrvcollective.com with the discount code Delicious2025. Okay, so let's begin with a moment of honesty. Perfectionism sneaks up on almost all of us, and it sneaks in under the disguise of high standards quite often. But more often than not, it's fear, just wearing a fancy hat. Psychologist Dr. Brené Brown describes perfectionism as a 20-ton shield that we lug around thinking it will protect us, when in fact it's the thing that's really preventing us from taking flight. And guess what? Science agrees. Research from the University of British Columbia found perfectionism is linked to increased anxiety, depression, and even procrastination. That's right. Trying to get it perfect often leads to getting nothing done at all. So what if we gave ourselves permission to start before we're ready? To start messy. To start where we are. Starting messy doesn't mean starting sloppy. It means starting real and just taking a first step. Think about your garden. You don't wait until the conditions are perfect and your tools are all brand new to plant a seed. You dig your hands into the soil and you maybe bumble through a process or two, but you trust that that seed will grow as long as you nurture it. And every day, you just give it a little bit more love, and every day, it grows into something beautiful. Neuroscientists have shown that action creates momentum. A 2018 study published in Motivation and Emotion revealed that people who took small, imperfect action were significantly more likely to build confidence and motivation than those who waited to feel ready. And here's the most beautiful part. When we stop trying to be perfect, we make room for divine intervention to show us what we need at exactly the right time. Your talents, your voice, your vision, and your ideas, they weren't given to you to be polished in private. They were meant to be shared even in their raw, unfiltered beginnings. Maybe you have a story to tell, and maybe you want to write a book, or teach a course, or open a tiny home bakery. Maybe your gift is mentoring other women, or painting, or starting a podcast of your own. Whatever your God-given talent is, it's not meant to be kept on a shelf until it's perfect. It's meant to shine, even when it's messy. Starting messy is an act of faith, but sometimes our perfectionism gets in the way and doesn't allow us to take that first step. So this week, I challenge you to do one of these following things. Start a messy list. Write down 3 things you've wanted to do, but you haven't done anything because they weren't perfect. Just pick one and do the smallest version of it. Reframe your inner critic. Instead of saying, I'm not ready, say, I'm willing to try, because that shift can open doors. Share something unfinished. Whether it's a rough draft, a first post, or a raw idea, share it with someone in your inner circle, someone who you feel safe with. You don't need to wait until it's polished to bless others with your gifts. And here's a great little mantra for you: progress over perfection. Write it on a sticky note, put it on your mirror, let it be your mantra. When you allow yourself to let people see your flaws, you give them permission to be human too. And that's truly a powerful gift. Stop shoulding all over yourself. Ditch the I should be further along, or I should be thinner, or I should have figured this out by now, and replace the should with I choose or I'm learning. Instant mind shift, and the word should be removed from our vocabulary permanently. Celebrate your micro wins. A lot of perfectionists often overlook those little tiny victories. Start a ta-da list, not just a to-do list, and celebrate what you did get done. All of those little small steps in the right direction lead to momentum and bring you just a little bit further. And I can tell you for sure that if you do that consistently on a daily basis, you will see the big wins. But the micro wins are really important too. Surround yourself with people who cheer you on. Build a circle of people in your life that celebrate authenticity over achievement. Those friendships are powerful. Having really good friends who see the best in us can help to be like a beautiful mirror that shows us the things that we don't always see when we look at ourselves. I know for me, my circle of women friends are one of my most powerful allies in my life and in my business. And I couldn't do a lot of it without them. You weren't born to be perfect. You were born to just be you. Messy, radiant, growing, and full of possibility. Let's kick the perfectionism to the curb so that we can make space for more joy, more purpose, and more peace. Because you are already enough. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope it inspired you or motivated you in some way to keep going and to create your very best life. Want to know what to do next? Share this episode with someone that you love who maybe just needs a little more delicious in their life. Join my free Facebook community over at Mindset Mastery for Midlife Women, where like-minded women come together to support and inspire each other, and where we get to hang out together. And I offer cool bonuses, videos, and some extra content. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe so that when new episodes drop, they'll be queued up and ready for you. In case no one has told you today, there's not one person on this planet that is exactly like you. And the world is a better place because you're here. So thank you for being here. I'll be back next week, and I hope you'll join me right here on Life is Delicious.